What's up guys, in this video I'm going to show you 7 specific attributes that you need to have in order to make women respect you. Did you guys know that according to YouTube analytics, over 70% of the people who watch our videos have not subscribed to the channel? So before we get into this video, I want all of you guys to hit the subscribe button and comment below, I subscribed, and we will do our best to personally respond to every single comment. So number 1 is something that you've heard me talk about many times on this channel. You want to have very strong boundaries, right? You don't want to be a pushover. And the vast majority of guys are pushovers, right? So they'll do things for girls they're trying to sleep with that they would never ever do for their friends, right? When it comes to their friends, they're like, oh yeah, no dude, come on, do your own shit. But for the girl, they're literally going to chase her around, do whatever the fuck she asks for. And that is actually very unattractive. You want to have very strong boundaries. And if the girl breaks those boundaries, you want to basically kind of let her know. Now, of course, you want to be reasonable with it. So for example, like your boundaries that you don't tolerate flaking, and the girl flakes, you want to like flip a shit on her, be like, yeah, I will never talk to you again, you dumb bitch, right? But you do want to mention like, hey, listen, I really don't appreciate you doing that. And then when the girl breaks your boundary again, then you do want to probably end that relationship, right? So yeah, it's important to have strong boundaries, and women will respect guys that have strong boundaries. They will not respect guys who don't have boundaries. Number 2 is learning how to control your emotions. So if a girl sees that she can rile you up by kind of poking your buns, she's not going to really respect you. She's going to keep doing that. A sign of a guy who's just very confident alpha is he has full control of his emotions. He dominates his emotions, they don't dominate him, right? So that you can see that like during these debates or whatever, like you never see me getting riled up by a girl, right? Because again, because I have full control of my emotions, and a random girl or a random person I'm debating doesn't have the power to rile me up, right? And again, that is a sign of confidence, and that is what's going to make women respect you. The minute she sees that she can rile you up, yeah, that respect is going down the drain. Number 3, have a purpose, right? So again, this is something you talk a lot about in the manosphere, but if the girl sees that you're just kind of weaving through life and you don't have any direction, you're just kind of like hanging out, right? That's not really that respectable, right? She may still fuck you, but it's not really a guy that she admires. And I think part of respect is the girl admiring you, but she sees you have a strong purpose, whatever it is, and you're pursuing it, right? That's going to be something that's very respect worthy. And the same thing applies to other men and just people in general. People respect people who have a purpose, right? Like take a look at Elon Musk. You may think he's a fucktard with this whole going to Mars thing, right? But people generally respect that he has a much larger purpose. Number 4, don't do things that you don't want to do. It may sound pretty obvious, but it's not, right? Like if you're doing things for the girl that you probably don't really want to do, and she can tell. Girls are very good at reading social situations. Oh, this guy's just doing this to make me happy. This guy's just going along with it. This guy's just doing this because he wants to get laid. She's not going to respect you, right? So this is why when it comes with me, let's say I'm going on a date with a girl and she's like, oh, Alex, why don't you meet me at a bar near my place? I'm like, no. Like, you can come to a bar near my place. And the girl's like, come on, you're being stubborn. Like, just come over here. I'm like, no, like, listen, if you want to meet up, we can meet at a bar near my place. If not, it's cool. And quite often what will happen, the girl will be like, okay, fine, I'll do it, right? Again, I'm not doing things that I don't want to do. For girls like, oh, Alex, why don't we go out to this fancy restaurant? You know, we can go there and be like, no, it's going to be a pass, right? I'm not going to be a dick about it, but I'm just going to be like, no, I don't really want to do that. And the girl's like, come on, just do it. I'd be like, no. Right? And quite often the girl will be like, oh, fine, right? But she will actually respect you more if you're the kind of guy that doesn't do things they want to do. That's not the same as being, you want to be super stubborn, right? You want to have a little bit of leniency. You want to be somewhat open-minded. It's just like you don't want to be in the habit of doing things that you don't want to do. Number 5, this is very, very important. Be the kind of man that goes for what he wants, who's not afraid to go what he wants. This is essential. If you're not the kind of guy that goes for what he wants, who's afraid, who lets fear hold him back, the woman is not going to respect you. A woman can tell if you want to fuck her or not. You think that you might be being sly, that she has no idea. I guarantee you she can tell, right? But if you're not going for it, you know, if at the end of the day you're like afraid to go for the kiss, you know, you don't make a move on her, you don't, you know, kind of express how you feel that you want to fuck her, right? The girl's going to lose respect for you because you're not the kind of man that goes for what he wants. It's very admirable for the kind of guys that just doesn't give a fuck and he just goes for what he wants, right? I would rather be the guy that makes a move and gets shut down than the kind of guy that doesn't make a move. Because at the very least, she will respect you if you make a move, even if you get shut down. But if you don't make a move, and she can tell that you want to, which she can, she's not going to respect you. I'd rather be the guy that just fucking goes for it than the guy that is afraid to do what he wants. Number 6, don't be her savior, right? This is, again, this kind of goes back to what I was saying with the boundaries, but it's a little bit different. A lot of guys, they think they're like Mr. Save-A-Ho, right? They're like, oh, I'm going to do this thing for this girl. I'm going to like, you know, I'm going to help her out, blah, blah, blah. But again, that's the kind of guy who doesn't really have much shit going on in his life. If you're really busy and you have a strong purpose, you don't really have time to be Mr. Save-A-Ho. You have too much shit going on. You're like, listen, when you get your shit together, hit me up. That's a lot more respectable than, yeah, sure, no, let me help you get your shit together, right? Like, this again is going far and beyond. Now, of course, like, if she's like fucking dying, you know, it's like, oh, I'm not gonna save her, I'm not gonna give you CPR. Obviously, there's reason with it. Like, you know, you wanna accommodate to some extent, but you're not doing things for the girl that you're not gonna do for your close friends. And number 7, and again, this kind of may seem like common sense, but it's very important to say, be confident and believe in what you say. Have a strong frame, right? So when we do the speed dating, I see this all the time. Guys come in, they're like, you know, they're trying to hit up the girl, and their frames just get broken down in 30 seconds because they're not confident. They don't truly believe what they're saying, right? It's important to have conviction. Even if what you're saying is pure fucking nonsense, you still want to believe in it, and you believe in yourself, and you believe that, you know, you're the kind of person that can get what they want. You have competence, right? You're someone who's worthy of listening to, right? And that kind of belief will just resonate in how you talk, how you carry yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, like if you're not confident, why would the girl believe in you, right? Like, she's not gonna be like, oh, well, this guy carries himself like a total loser, but I'm still gonna respect him, right? She's gonna be like, no, like, whatever, like, this guy's not worthy of respect. So again, another key component is just being confident. Of course, that in isolation won't do the trick. It has to be combined with other 6 things that were mentioned before. All right, hope you guys found this video valuable. And the one big caveat I want to mention is you don't want to be the kind of person that's just seeking validation and respect from everyone. If you carry yourself like the ways I mentioned in this video, you will get respect from the vast majority of girls, men, and just anyone who you interact with. There's always going to be dipshits out there who will not respect you no matter what. And you shouldn't go out there and seek their respect. You shouldn't like force it on them. Who gives a shit? If you're a guy who is confident in himself, you respect yourself, you don't really care what other people think. You don't care what some random person, you know, believes and whether they validate your sense of self-esteem or not, right? It just doesn't matter to you. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, show me some respect by smashing the like button, hitting subscribe, clicking the bell for notification. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time.